Today we're going to continue our discussion of credit cards, and more specifically, we're going to look at if I charge an amount of money on my card and I make the minimum payments each month, but I'm also charged an annual percentage interest each month, how long is it going to take for me to pay off that card? All right, so we bought something for $1,200. And our credit card has an annual percentage rate of 12%. So if it's 12% for the year, that means for each month, I am charged a 1% interest rate. And that's what we have down here. Okay. Our minimum charge for the month is $150. So each month we have to pay at least $150. Now it's always your choice. You can pay more than that, but you have to pay at least $150. But if you don't want to get charged as much interest, then I would recommend paying more than that. Okay. But in this case, we are only going to pay our minimum for each month. So let's figure out how long it's going to take to pay off this purchase of $1,200. So I owe $1,200 the first month. For that first month for borrowing the money, I am being charged 1% interest. So that's 0.01. Well, 12,000 times 0.01 is $12. Okay, so I have to add those two numbers together. So I'm adding these together to get $1,212. So that's my new balance after they add the interest. Well, now I'm going to pay $150. So I subtract $150 from that. And this is my new total. So then the next month, this is my new balance on the credit card. Okay. So now the credit card company is going to charge me 1% of that in interest for still having that much money borrowed, which is $10.62. So again, I add the interest to my amount that I owe, and that's going to equal my new amount, $1,072.62. Well, then I pay $150. So this is my new balance on my credit card. Okay, and we're going to keep following this method until we have a zero account balance. So I'm going to start with my new account balance, which is $922.62. So I'm going to take $922.62 and multiply it by my 1% interest rate, which remember is 0.01. And I got $9.23 when I rounded. So now I'm going to add these two numbers together. $922.62 plus $9.23. And that's going to be equal to $931.85. Now remember, I'm always paying the minimum balance. So I'm paying $150 here that I'm going to subtract from my new balance. Now I still owe $781.85. Okay, then that's my new balance here. At the start of the fourth month, because these are each month, I have $781.85 that I still owe. So I'm going to multiply that by 1%, and I am being charged $7.82 in interest. So when I add that to my old balance, I get that I still owe $789.67. Then again, I'm going to pay $150. So subtract 150, and I am left with $639 $2,204.67. And that's going to be my new amount for month 5. All right, I want you to go ahead and try to fill out that column or that row on your own and see if you get the same thing as me. All right, so after computing the interest and subtracting the $150 that month, I was left at $496.07. So that's what I'm going to start with right here, $496.07. All right, let's multiply that by my 1% interest, and I got $4.96. So I'm going to add that, $496.07, and I got let's use my dollar sign, 501.03. But just like before, I'm going to pay my $150, subtract it, and I am left owing $351.03. Okay, so go ahead and start with $351.03 and see if you can get the same number over here as me. All right, you should have gotten $201.54. So that's what we're going to start with on our next line. Okay, and let's multiply that by 0.01. So 204.54 times 0.01. And I got $2.05 when I rounded. So I'm going to add that to my 204.54. And I get 206.59. And then I'm going to pay $150 like I do every month. And I'm left with $56.59. So you'll notice we're almost done here. If I start with $56.59 and multiply it by 1%, they are going to charge me 57 cents interest after I round, which is going to come out to $57.16. Now here, I only have to pay $57.16 because that's all I have left. I don't owe more than $150. So now I have paid off my credit card and I am at 0. Okay, so how many months did it take us to pay that off? 9 months. How much total money would you spend? Well, we can figure that out by looking at this column right here. So this is the amount of money that it won't let me highlight. There we go. This is the amount of money that we paid. So we paid $150. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. So 8 times 150, and then we made one payment of $57.16. So 8 times 150 plus 57.16, we paid a total of $1,257.16. So to find out how much interest that is, because remember, borrowing money is not free. Remember, I borrowed $1,200, okay? I paid back $1,257.16. So if I subtract these two amounts, the amount of interest that I paid was $57.16. So it says, how much more money in total would you spend paying the minimum than if you paid $500 in cash? sorry, this should say $1,200 in cash. Okay, well, that answer would be $57.16 because that is how much interest we paid. So for borrowing $1,200, we had to pay an additional $57.16 in order to borrow that money.